So Wednesday morning, I was in town and stopped around to see my mechanic friend and told him I was hearing a strange noise coming from the front end of my truck. I thought maybe a ball joint was going out or something. So I left the truck with him, and somebody else I know was in the shop at the time and asked to get a ride home, and yeah, no problem. And then Wednesday night he called in and asked, so what happened? And I said, the front right wheel bearing was going out. I was lucky I brought it in when I did, or it wasn't long it was gonna fall. The wheel would have fell off, so. Well, I got that fixed up, and yesterday afternoon had a haircut appointment for 2:30 and went in at 1:45 with my Ranger, pulled the trailer behind me there, and just drive right into town and right to the mechanic shop. And truck was outside, and put the trailer on and load the Ranger there, and my dog jumps out on the street, and they walk to the truck, and he jumps back in again. Don't have to put him on a leash, don't have to say much. It's just, let's go, bud. He stays right tight to my side, gets in the other vehicle and pay my bill and go get my hair cut. And come home again. And area boss, service master, it wasn't long after he shows up with donuts and coffee, and we do a quick tour, and I got no questions, no complaints. Everything went well. But noticed in the comments here, my last videos, people saying they're surprised how calm I am. But when I was making the videos, it was the end of the day, and I was, for the most part, pretty exhausted. I spent Tuesday, Wednesday working on that room back here. Their job is to clean soot, not pack out my garbage and so on. So I was busted tail to stay ahead of them, so they weren't slowed down. It is what it is. The people were very polite and friendly and professional, and nobody wants to listen to a whiner. That just drags everybody down. And everybody was empathetic to my situation and so on, and we're all there for the same purpose: get her done. So I was busy, working hard, tired at the end of the day. So didn't have time to dwell on negativity. I guess it's, generally speaking, I'm in my 50s now, so I don't get too wound up about nothing anymore. It's, you don't sweat the small stuff. Shit happens, and think about what happened, and think about moving forward and make a plan and get at it. Just throwing a tantrum and chucking shit around and yelling at people, that's just a lot of wasted energy, and that's no good for anyone. So it's all cleaned up in record time. I was back in my house, within 5 days, 6 days. I mean, that's pretty good. My house is not that big, but it's still 3 levels, and the first day one person was here and brought air scrubbers and something else, and the next day was 2 girls, and next day was 2 girls and a guy, and then it was 2 girls and 2 guys, and then the last day, Friday, was 2 girls, 2 guys, and then three more guys that worked on my furnace and ductwork and cleaned my carpets and so on. And everybody was packing up their gear. It's Friday. Everybody's heading out about 3:30 there. hour drive, hour and 10-minute drive back to Swift. And I settled in and relaxed, had a hot shower, and sat in my chair here, watch a little TV, have a nap. Got a good weekend last week. just got no time, no energy for being negative. Now this morning here, I moved my Ranger and parked my trailer here, and I go to Swift there, probably get a new phone. This 13 mini has been giving me trouble since I got it 2 years ago, and it's probably just getting time to get another phone. Be ready for the spring work here. I'll keep in contact with, one big group text. So, gotta have a good phone for good communication. Need to pick up some work clothes and socks and stuff. Go to Mark's work warehouse. And then blast off to Regina for my meeting at 10 to 3. And then turn around and come home tonight. So I'll leave Ranger out in the yard by himself for the first time and see what he does. See if he'll be here, when I come back home, because for the month of seeding, I don't expect I'll take him with me. He's a big dog, and this prairie cat is pretty good size, but I'm not picking up a 50, 60 pound dog to carry into the sprayer every time. So when I'm spraying around home here, I'll see if he can climb the ladder and he can come with me a little bit. He's an alpha dog. He doesn't get along with other dogs' house. I was at my land renter's place there a couple weeks ago, and my renter, he opens the door, and his 3 dogs are all lined up, tails wagging, wanting to meet Ranger, and Ranger's in the passenger seat there of the truck, and lifting his lip and growling, and close the door. Don't want any scraps. That's the primary reason why, he lost his last home there. He wasn't professionally trained by anybody, and the rancher family there tried to train him, and he is a very smart dog. He listens very well, but to be a cow dog, he didn't listen well enough. And then they brought in a collie, and Ranger there was beaten up on the collie. They had to keep him chained up, but he's a selfish dog. He wants all the attention for himself. He certainly got a lot of that the last couple of weeks. So I'll be gone about 10 hours today, and hopefully he's at home here when I come back at 8, 9 o'clock tonight. My yard is not that big, not a lot of trees, and I got another neighbor that's just over here, not far away. He's got a great Pyrenees, so Ranger ain't gonna take that dog. So maybe Ranger will get a tune in and know enough not to go over there. But they're great. Pyrenees is a beautiful dog, calm and quiet. She'll tune Ranger in, if she needs to. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, like I said, just didn't dwell on the bad side of things, and my favorite models weren't destroyed. It was a big job to clean up and wipe up, and everybody was great. Well, we all worked hard, but we all stopped here and there to share some laughs and talk about family and where we all come from, and sat down with them at dinner times. And sometimes we're in the house here at the kitchen table, and the last couple of days we're in the shop, fairly clean in the front there, and sit in the sun and relax for 30 minutes. And everything got done tickety-boo. Well, Shit happens.